Al-Ashraf Musa was the last, albeit titular, Ayyubid Sultan of Egypt is the puppet of his ad-Din Aybak. Origins. The family origins of Al-Ashraf Musa are not entirely clear. According to Pool, Al-Ashraf Musa was a descendant of Saladin and the great-grandson of Arizona Zahir Ghazi, Emir of Aleppo, who had struggled against Al-Adil for supremacy in the Ayyubid domains. His grandfather, the son of Arizona Zahir, was Al-Aziz Muhammad, also Emir of Aleppo, while his father, son of Al-Aziz, was An-Nizir Yusuf, Emir of Aleppo, and later Damascus. However, if this were the case, he would have been titular head of a government in Egypt which was fighting his own father. According to other sources, he was the son of Yusuf, and grandson of Al-Masud Yusuf. Al-Masud Yusuf, the son of Sultan Al-Kamal of Egypt, was the last Ayyubid ruler of Yemen. After the Ayyubids were expelled from Yemen, his family moved to Cairo. Accession. Ayyubid rule in Egypt had effectively come to an end in 1250 when the Mamluks murdered Al-Mu'azzam Turan Shah. For a brief period Shaja'ad ruled as Sultana, but she was soon replaced by ad-Din Aybak. The murder of Turan Shah meant that while the Mamluks controlled Egypt, the Ayyubid family remained in control of the Emirates in Palestine and Syria. Mamluk rule in Egypt was not secure, and following the death of Turan Shah, the Ayyubid An-Nizir Yusuf, ruler of Aleppo, was welcomed into Damascus and began preparations to send an army into Egypt to make himself sultan. The Mamluks understood that if he reached Cairo he would find enough of a welcome to seriously threaten the power. For this reason, they decided it would be prudent to have a nominal Ayyubid sultan in power in Cairo, to give the rule of an air of legitimacy. For this reason Aybak stood down after less than a week as sultan, and the 6-year-old Al-Ashraf Musa was proclaimed sultan in his place. Deposition. An-Nizir Yusuf's assaults on Egypt were repelled, and in 1253 an agreement was reached whereby he withdrew, leaving Egypt in Mamluk control. In 1254, a new potential threat to Aybak's rule emerged when Faris ad-Din Aktai, leader of the Bahri Mamluks, asked permission to move into the citadel of Cairo with his future wife, who was the sister of the Ayyubid ruler al-Malik al-Mansur of Hama. Sensing that Aktai would use this marriage to give himself legitimacy as sultan, Aybak had him murdered. After this, Aybak resolved to rule on his own authority and decided he had no further need of a titular Ayyubid sultan on whose behalf he claimed to act. Thereafter he deposed Al-Ashraf Musa and sent him back to live with his aunt, proclaiming himself sultan a second time.